Hello everyone, this is your main man Keith Fustis here from Keith Plays PS4. Happy Sunday morning to all my viewers on this awesome channel. Today, both the Houston Texans and the Kansas City Chiefs, well, this was the week 1 matchup. That's why I decided to do that. It was opening kickoff matchup from September 10th. Today is October 4th, so interestingly, this is the 15th episode of Season 1. Both teams will be playing in its first Mexico game. So just keep that in mind. We'll be playing in the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in the year 1325 by the Aztecs, where it was known as Teotihuacan. And it was also host of the 1968 Summer Olympic Games, which Estadio Azteca, I think, was still there. Was there when the 68 Summer Olympics were hosted in Mexico City. So, yeah, without further explanations, let's get right into it. Welcome to Estadio Azteca, located in Mexico City, Mexico, the capital city of Mexico. As both teams come out of the tunnel today to face each other off. So, who do you guys think will win in today's episode? Will it be the Kansas City Chiefs or the Houston Texans here in Mexico?
From Estadio Azteca in Mexico City, it's the NFL International Series on EA Sports. Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs versus Deshaun Watson.
Here you can see Mexico City, but you can't see the downtown. Welcome to Mexico City, Mexico, the oldest capital city in the Americas, both North and South America, founded in the year 1325, which was 695 years ago, like I mentioned earlier. And the Chiefs are going to host the Houston Texans here in Mexico City for its first ever episode in the country of Mexico. So now it's first down and 10 now from the 25-yard line. Watson has the ball, and I think he's going to catch it. And Tyrann Mathieu makes the stop there. 60-yard reception that time. Believed it was Brandon Cooks, who is now with Houston. He was with the Saints, then the Patriots, and then now he's on the Texans. So Duke Johnson has his first rush, loses a yard there. David Johnson. Duke Johnson plays for the Houston Texans as well. And I believe it is Houston gets their first touchdown of the afternoon. Randall Cobb gets the first. This is the first time that we ever were trailing in like the first quarter. They were on offense first, but we will score many, many points here. And look at Andy Reid raging over there. He wanted that touchdown, but the defense did nothing. So it is 6 points on Houston. Alright, now we're ready to return the kickoff for the first time. And Houston is leading 7-0. This is the first episode that an opponent has led first points of the game. And Tyreek Hill is going to run this out. No one's about to stop him there. So it will be and he will roll over to the end zone, and that will be a touchdown. 97 yards there that time. They will take it to the house, and we're going to take a break from filming. So it's 4th down and 44 now. Kansas City is ready to return this punt here in Mexico City. This is the first punt return. That kickoff return was by Tyreek Hill. And it was also Tyreek Hill who returned it for the touchdown. And it's tied up 7-7 as we got the Super Bowl MVP from Texas Tech, Patrick Mahomes. He was also a really good, decent baseball player. His father played Major League Baseball. But turns out he got drafted in the Major League Draft. He declined. He decided just to play football. And besides that, many of those great draftees from baseball, they don't even go to college. They get drafted straight out of high school and then they play in the league. Kind of similar to how LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, Dwight Howard, and Kevin Garnett all started out. They got drafted straight out of high school, and it's the end of the first quarter, everybody. So Patrick Mahomes, he was both a football and baseball star. And there were two sport athletes like Bo Jackson, who played for the Kansas City Royals and the Chicago White Sox for baseball. And then he played for the LA Raiders for football. I think Deion Sanders did the same. He played with the Atlanta Braves. He's been said, actually, to have. And Sammy Watkins gets the touchdown. Back to what I was saying earlier. Deion Sanders was the only man to play in a World Series and a Super Bowl. And that is pretty cool there. Sammy Watkins gets his first receiving touchdown of the afternoon, so we will see you guys when we are on defense. Alright, so we're inside the 5, but we are playing on defense. So, Houston wants to gain more first downs just to tie it up. By the way, we did not get the extra PAT field goal there. I was going to, but then, kind of freezes for just a second. But anyway, it will be third down. Alright, we get a 2-point safety there as Chris Jones sacks Deshaun Watson in his own end zone. And you know what that means, everybody. We get a free kick at the 20-yard line. So it's now 15-7. 2 points there as Deshaun Watson tries to scramble, but turns out Chris Jones sacks them in the end zone for a 2-point safety. And you know what that means, everybody. We get a free kick return at the 20. It says punt, but either way, kick or punt return doesn't matter to me, honestly. It is whatever it is. And there's the 2-minute warning. And it's now first down and 10 now from the 29 as we got Damian Williams, who played in Super Bowl 54 to defeat the San Francisco 49ers team, which they won 31-20 there. Texans were doing a pretty dominant job in this first quarter. Could we get a second hurdle this time? And we get the first down there, down around the 20-yard line. So we're going to use a play action pass, and I think we're going to use some Tyreek Hill, who scored, I think, a touchdown from that kickoff. And that is a touchdown for the Kansas City Chiefs as they all celebrate his first receiving touchdown, second overall, because he returned that, I think it was 96, maybe 97 yards. And now it is going to be 22-7. Alright, now we're back into action. So they're at the 48-yard line. It is now 22-7 here in Mexico City, Mexico. As Will Fuller gets his reception there, Houston will take the timeout. We're at the 42 now, second quarter. Second half is about to begin shortly here, as it will now be 2nd and 1 from the 50. We're at the midway point of the football field. So now Deshaun Watson is going to pass it off to Darren Fells, and he will get that reception there. 1st and 10 now. We only got 20 seconds to go. Hopefully. And there was a flag. Oh, and he gets sacked. Fumble! And the Chiefs have the possession, and it will claim Houston their first turnover of the game. So we are going to decline the penalty, and we will have the football. What an incredible first half move right there. That is so unique. And Mahomes is going to run across the field. He's going to get it in. He's going to run it in, and that will be a touchdown. A great way to end the first half. 46-yard touchdown there by the Texas Tech product. So we will see you guys at the second half. All right, now we're ready to return the second half here with Tyreek Hill as our return man. From the first kickoff, he actually scored that incredible kickoff return there, and that was their first touchdown of the afternoon. So now Sammy Watkins and Mahomes are ready to gain first downs. We have more total yards, like by 91. Oh, and that's an INT there by the Texans, and this is Kansas City's first turnover of the afternoon here in Mexico City. So we both get a turnover, and they're down at the 25 there. 2nd and 2 now from 2nd down and 2. And he gets sacked, a fumble. Chiefs, claim they have the ball, and I believe it is Tyrann Mathieu that gets the fumble recovery, and this will be claimed as Houston's second turnover of the afternoon. A lot of -8 rushing yards, and that is two turnovers rather. I like getting turnovers because and there was double hurdle, and he's going to jump on into the end zone, and that will be a touchdown for the Kansas City Chiefs. 69-yard touchdown there, and it will now be 36-7. All right, now we are on defense, and it is a 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line here in Mexico City. So now Deshaun Watson, he gets sacked, and I think we recovered the ball, and Brandon Cooks makes a stop. Derek Hadi gets the fumble recovery there, and this will be Houston's 3rd turnover of the afternoon here in Mexico City. Oldest capital city in America, is founded in 1325. Mexico has a lot of wildlife. I think it's a pretty interesting country because they got iguanas, monkeys, macaws, tropical birds living there because it's a tropical climate in Mexico. So just keep that in mind. You see jaguars, falcons. The golden eagle is their nation's bird, despite the Americans being the bald eagle. All right, now it's 4th down and 37 here in Mexico City at Estadio Azteca. I think they hosted soccer events in the 1968 Summer Olympics. I did mention that earlier in the video. It's Tyreek Hill. He breaks a couple of tackles, and he will get stopped at the 25 there. So now we're going to use some power O. And he will get stopped at the 25 there. So this will be 2nd and 10, and it's the end of the 3rd quarter. We have scored 43 points in all. We scored 22 because we got that missed PAT and then the safety afterward. Oh no. Wait, I think we're just going to use Travis Kelce. We haven't used him all game. He's from Westlake, Ohio, just right outside of Cleveland. His brother, Jason, I think. Is Jason older? Yeah. Because Jason is, I believe, 87. He might be 1990, maybe 1991. And Travis Kelce scores his first touchdown of the afternoon. Soon to be evening hours. Whoa, they're doing CPR. They're doing CPR training here in Mexico City in the end zone. And it will now be 50-7. All right, now we're ready to play on some. Oh, and we sacked Deshaun Watson. Frank Clark with his first sack of the game. 7 sacks in this for this Kansas City defense. The most sacks in a single game was also by a Kansas City Chiefs player as well. His name is Derek Thomas. Back on November 11th, 1990, he sacked Seattle Seahawks quarterback Dave Krieg over about 7 times. So he has the most sacks in a single game. In a single season, however, was by Michael Strahan with 22.5 in the year I was born, 2001. Nine for 11, 166 yards there. Third down and 1 now from the 46 here in Mexico City. Oh, and he gets sacked. He fumbles the ball. I think Tyrann Mathieu is going to return it all the way. This Chiefs defense has been dominant all this game. Recovered 4 fumbles. I think this is the only defensive touchdown as of right now. And we're going to try to score a 2-point conversion. I like to score 2-point conversions regardless because, and that is Houston's 4th turnover of the afternoon because I like to use some Damian Williams and he runs it in for 58-7. We are gonna take a break from filming on defense, so we will see you guys when we're back on offense. All right, now the Kansas City Chiefs score another 2-point safety, and I believe it was on Chris Jones as well. It is now, we only got 33 seconds to go in this game. We probably will or will not score a TD here. If we don't, we don't. At least we won this game. Big time in Mexico. And we get down at the 29 there. So this will be 19 yards per return. So now we're going to use the I formation. And now I got some Patrick Mahomes. Here the second, he gets stopped at the 46. 3 rushes, 85 yards, and I think he scored 1 touchdown. And this will end the game here in Mexico City. The first game to be hosted in Mexico City. The previous one was in London. So we are 2-0 as players winning this, and the final score is 60-7. They were second highest. The Bengals scored 66 points against the New York Jets. They're just congratulating each other on Kansas City's dominant win here in Mexico City. The Philadelphia Eagles won the first game international game in London against the Jacksonville Jaguars. So we will show you the statistics here. All right, now we're going to show you the player stats here. But first, we want to go over team stats. So we won 60-7. Kansas City won. Total offense of 298. They got 56. -5 rushing yards for Houston and 206 for Kansas City because of Patrick Mahomes being at 99 overall. Passing yards 92. Houston had 61. Houston got more first downs than us, but we dominated defensively as well. Punt return yards 57. Kickoff return yards 164. Total yards 519 there. Houston got 4 turnovers. One of them was a touchdown. And we had no third down conversions because we scored either on first or second. So they're 20% there. Nobody did fourth down. 2-point we did successfully. Red zone percentage, we both got 100. Red zone touchdowns 3. No penalties there. Now let's check our offense. So Deshaun Watson had a 142.5 Passer rating with 11 out of 14, 180 yards and a TD as well. No INTs there. Patrick Mahomes had 109.3 passer rating, 7 for 9 with 92 yards and a 77% with 3 touchdowns and 1 INT. Rushing wise, Deshaun Watson had the most carries out of any team, 5 rushes, negative 43 yards. Damian Williams, 4 attempts, 121 yards and 1 touchdown. Alright, resume. Patrick Mahomes had 3 carries, 85 yards with 28.3 as the average and 2 touchdowns there. He had 2 broken tackles. Let's see how many they don't show hurdles, do they? No, they do not. Duke Johnson had 3 carries and 28 yards with no touchdowns. So, receiving wise, Brandon Cooks and Tyreek Hill had the most, as well as Will Fuller the fifth. Brandon Cooks had 3 receptions, 86 yards, and no touchdowns. Tyreek Hill had 3 receptions, 41 yards, and 1 touchdown from from West Alabama University. Will Fuller had 3 receptions and 30 yards. Travis Kelce had 2 for 24 with 12 as the average, 1 touchdown. Sammy Watkins with 2 receptions, 27 yards, and a TD. Randall Cobb with 2 receptions and 25 yards from the University of Kentucky scored Houston's only touchdown. Defensively, let's check the sacks here. Chris Jones from Mississippi State had 3.5, the most out of any team. Derek Ninati had 2 sacks there. Frank Clark had a sack and a half. Darian O'Daniel had 1 sack. Bashad Breeland had a sack. And Tyrann Mathieu had a sack. So let's see the interceptions here. Brennan Scarlett had the INT there. So let's see the forced fumbles. O'Daniel, Thornhill, and Ninati, as well as Mathieu, who had a sack, who all had at least 1 sack in this game. 2 fumble recoveries for Tyrann Mathieu from LSU. Derek Ninati from Florida State had a fumble recovery, as Damian Wilson did as well. Chris Jones scored 2 safeties on that game, and Tyrann Mathieu scored the team's only defensive touchdown. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please stay tuned for more content in the near later future, and we will see you guys next time.